Hello students, today I am going to continue explanation of chapter 6, the meetings of the company. In my previous video, I have explained you meaning, types of company meetings, notice of the meeting and agenda. Today I am going to explain you quorum for the meeting. Meaning, the presence of a minimum numbers of members for a meeting is required for the legal validation of the meeting. The specified number of the members is considered as the quorum for the meeting and has a legal impact. However, in the modern times, due to advanced technology of computer, internet, the presence of the directors through the video conference or audiovisual media is considered as their physical presence and treated as completion of the required quorum. Importance. In every meeting, the presence of minimum members required is mandatory, following which the meeting is not considered as legally held and the meeting should be adjourned immediately. In this, number 1, for a public limited company, if the number of the shareholders does not exceed 1000, then the presence of 5 members will be considered as quorum. If the number of shareholders is between 1001 to 5000, then the presence of 15 members will be considered as quorum. If the number of shareholders exceeds 5001, then the presence of 30 members will be considered as quorum. Second, for a private limited company, the presence of 2 members will be considered as quorum. Third, if an adjourned meeting is reconvened and the required quorum is not reached even after 30 minutes of the time specified in the notice, then present members can be considered as quorum and the meeting can be conducted with the approval of the board of directors. Fourth, the above provisions are not applicable to the company headed by only one person. Next topic is chairman of meetings. Meaning, the person selected by the members to conduct the proceedings and management of the meeting is known as chairman. The appointment and importance of the chairman for the meeting. The chairman is appointed by the members to conduct the proceedings of the meeting. A meeting held without a chairman is considered to be illegal and hence it is mandatory to appoint one. Generally, the head of the directors conduct work as chairman of the meeting. The chairman holds the management of the meeting. The chairman has to ensure that the functions of agenda should be conducted properly according agenda and the decisions should be taken after proper discussion and debates and the resolutions should be passed in a proper manner. If any director is not willing to work as chairman or any director does not appear within 15 minutes after prescribed time, then present members may select anyone amongst them as chairman. Thus, he has to play an important role. The above provisions, however, do not apply to the single person company. Qualifications. A chairman is the leader of the meeting. He has to conduct the meeting with due care, has to monitor that the proceedings should be conducted as per agenda and resolutions be passed accordingly. Therefore, he must possess sufficient experience of conducting of meeting. He must possess some basic qualities that are as under. First, he should have knowledge of the rights and duties of the chairman. Second, he should have practical experience of conducting the proceedings of the meeting. Third, he should have sufficient legal knowledge of the company laws and articles of association of the Companies Act. Fourth, he should be able to handle the situation at times of conflict and tension which may arise at the meeting. Fifth, effective personality. Sixth, the knowledge of economics, company, progress, development and trade. The powers of chairman. The powers delegated to the chairman to conduct the proceedings of the meeting are as under. First, he is authorized to provide sufficient time to members for representation on important issues and has to make a schedule of this. Second, to expel any person who remains present in the meeting without proper authorization. Third, whenever a member represents the facts on any issue and if that time other members object or criticize him or create disturbances, then the chairman has to find the truth and take final decision. Fourth, if any member uses non-parliamentary language or behaves in an uncivilized manner, then the chairman will warn him, and if the person does not change his behavior, then the chairman can expel that person from the meeting. Fifth, he has authority to remove illegal, improper and false facts from the records. Sixth, if members behave in an improper manner, create obstacles in the meeting or create conflicts, then the chairman has the authority to adjourn the meeting. Seventh, if voting to be held on any issue and after the voting there are equal votes in the favor or against, the chairman may use his casting vote. The duties of chairman. There are certain duties of the chairman for conducting meetings fairly. First, to monitor that the proceeding of the meeting should be conducted in a peaceful manner. Second, he has to verify the quorum of the meeting. Third, the proceedings of the meeting should be conducted as per agenda and the completion of work should be ensured. Fourth, it is the duty of the chairman to allow every member to speak without any bias. Fifth, to consider the opinion of the minority members. Sixth, it is his duty conduct voting in the meeting if necessary. Seventh, chairman should use his casting vote very carefully and then declare the result. Thank you.